आज पूज्य गुरुदेव को आयुर्वेदिक उपचार के लिए माधव बाग आयुर्वेदिक केंद्र ले जाने वाली याचिका पर सुनवाई के दौरान न तो एफिडेविट पर पूज्य गुरुदेव के साइन थे, न ही कोई डॉक्टर का परामर्श था। यहाँ तक कि जज की बेंच तथा सरकारी वकील के पेपर हमारे वकील से मैच कर रहे थे। इस पर जोधपुर हाई कोर्ट के जजों ने बहुत खतरनाक फटकार लगाई। आइए देखते हैं हाई कोर्ट में हुई इस सुनवाई की पूरी वीडियो, जिसको हमने हिंदी में अनुवाद किया है।
Lordship would turn to page 18. The order is there, and in that order, in para 26, I would invite my lord's attention to para 26 of this order, my lords. Yes. Para 26, my lords, reads, during the course of arguments, learned public prosecutor has voluntarily submitted that the state is ready to facilitate the treatment of the appellant at Madhav Bhag Hospital in police custody, and in response to that, an additional affidavit has been filed on behalf of the appellant, wherein though initially it is stated that the appellant is ready to undergo treatment at Madhav Bhag Hospital in police custody, but in the later part of the affidavit, the appellant has clearly shown his intention not to undergo treatment in Madhav Bhag Hospital in police custody, but insisted that he be allowed to undergo treatment on his own at Madhav Bhag Hospital. Now, once this order came to be passed, then a 482 petition as advised to the client was filed, which came to be heard and decided by my lords on 9th of February 2024. Wherein the lordships were pleased to hear and decide the application under 482, and it was directed that if he is inclined to go to AIIMS for treatment, then he may ask for the same. But as far as Ayurvedic treatment is concerned, the order says, my lords, if your lordship would have a look at the order of 9th of February 2024, and in para 8, it says, in the present case, the petitioner wants his treatment to be done at a private Ayurvedic center for which there is not even a prayer. Now, thereafter, what has happened, my lords?
Where is that order? Can we have a look at that?
Which order, sir?
The 9th February order.
9th February order, no. Lords, it will have to be seen.
Must not have filed it.
I'll have to check, Lords, because as far as 9th February order is concerned, I think they haven't filed that. Apologies for that, Lords, but then thereafter they went to Supreme Court, Lords, and that order your Lordship would find
Page 16.
At page 16, Lords.
Yes.
And page 16 it says, just 4 lines, I'll read it, my lords. Learned senior advocate appearing for the petitioner states that the petitioner Asharam would like to accept the statement of the public prosecutor as recorded in para 26 of the impugned judgment, that the petitioner will be taken to Madhav Bhag Hospital for treatment under police custody. He states that the petitioner will move an appropriate application in that behalf before the High Court without making any comments on the merits in view of the statement made. The special leave petition is dismissed with liberty as prayed. Any such application filed will be considered and decided by the High Court expeditious. Now, my lords, my humble submission is that the problem is that as far as this man is concerned, he had suffered COVID earlier, and because of COVID, his lungs are...
Where is the referral document for Ayurvedic treatment at Madhav Bhag Hospital? You are not referring to the earlier order we have passed, in which we have clearly stated that there is no referral to the Ayurvedic treatment.
As far as Madhav Bhag is concerned, we have filed details starting from page 74 as annexure A4.
No, but where is that? We want to see the earlier order which was passed by this division bench.
The 9th February order, my lords.
Yes.
Unfortunately, my lords, in the pleadings, the advocate record has
You create all sorts of urgency, shows urgency, so big a paper book and relevant document is not there.
Lords, I apologize on behalf
What's the purpose of filing these 1000 pages? Unnecessary wastage of pages.
Your lordship is right, my lords. 9th of February order.
The document was filed and you filed this 1000 pages paper book just for nothing.
As far as those documents are
You want to
concerned,
file a paper book as big as your client size.
No, Lords, I'm
The
my
purpose-
apologies for that.
Don't understand.
That was the SLP which they have filed, Lords. The SLP.
Forget the SLP, we are talking of our earlier order, 9 February 2024 order, wherein we are clearly stated there is no reference of any doctor.
Yes, that order, Your Lordship would find in the
File it.
SLP, that order is there, my lords. I'll just refer to that order. That order, Your Lordship would find at annexure P11 at page 706. In the annexures, my lords. Because
Page.
if Your Lordship would come to page 89, it speaks of the SLP annexures at annexure P11 at item number 22. A true copy of the said order of Honorable High Court on 9th of February 2024 is filed.
76 is something.
Where is the page?
Page it shows at 706.
706 is not there. Who is briefing you?
Lords, unfortunately today there is some call.
Please have your office in order. When do you want?
Lords,
We are bargaining before High Court.
as soon as my lords deem
1000 papers, 1000 pages paper, just wastage of paper.
I agree, my lords, but
We are going for e-filing and to avoid use of papers, and you are unnecessarily wasting the papers.
lords,
You are not filing even relevant documents. When do you want?
Mr. Saluja is the advocate on record, my lords. 829, lords. Please come to 829. My lords, at 829, your lordship would find that order.
कुठून माकड उचलून आणलं काय माहिती.
Yes.
At 829, annexure P11, lords.
Did you show this order to the Honorable Supreme Court?
This is a part of that SLP, my lords. It was annexure
But
P11.
was this order shown to the Honorable Supreme Court that my request for getting treatment in Ayurveda has been turned down specifically by the subsequent order?
This SLP has mention of annexure P11 and
Thank you very much, Mr. Bajwa. Was this fact brought to the notice of the Honorable Supreme Court?
I can't say that because it was never argued on merits. It started with saying that in para 26.
Keep on wandering here from here to there, there to here, here to there.
My lords, I apologize for their mistake.
Your request for Ayurvedic treatment has specifically been rejected by this court by subsequent order. You don't bring to the notice back to the Supreme
As far
Court.
as that
You are not even
order is-
prepared to show it to this court.
No, my lords. My humble submission is that as far as that order is concerned of 9th of February 2024, I had read out, my lords had observed that as far as Ayurvedic treatment is concerned, there is no prayer.
No prayer, no reference.
Yes.
Where is the reference? Show us.
Difficult. What has happened is that as far as this man is concerned, he is having gastrointestinal ulcer and thinners can't be given to him. If they give thinners, the bleeding starts.
Who will decide? Will Mr. Bajwa decide? Some doctor will decide? Or if the patient himself will decide?
I can't decide, my lords. I am reading from the pleadings. Your lordship is right. But what I am saying is that they have to go in for non-invasive because invasive cannot be taken by the patient. So non-invasive is done by Madhav Bhag. And Madhav Bhag Ayurvedic Center can do that non-invasive and they can't, the patient being 85 years old, he is not in a position to go in for a bypass invasive surgery. So non-invasive is required and Madhav Bhag does that through non-invasive procedure. And we are ready to go in police custody, my lords.
Who has filed this application?
This application, Mr. Saluja, my lords.
Or is not Saluja? Who has filed affidavit on behalf of the petitioner?
Affidavit on behalf of the petitioner.
सिद्धार्थ. इज्जत काढतायत.
Lords, affidavit in this application or in the SLP, lords?
The application.
In the application, you haven't filed any affidavit, lords, because it is.
You haven't filed any affidavit. You have filed so many documents. You have filed 1000 pages paperwork. Our office has cleared it. And who has signed this application? We want to know.
But as far as the application is concerned, it is drawn by advocates only, my lords.
Saluja sir, thank you very much. Who is the petitioner or applicant for signing this? Who has given the instructions?
In 482, being a criminal miscellaneous petition, affidavit perhaps is not required, and as far as signing of the petition is concerned, in a writ petition it is required. So it is drawn by a lawyer. Because if your lordship deem it proper, my humble submission is that we are ready to go in police custody.
And Mr. Bajwa, let us go one by one. Where is the caption that under which provision this application has been filed? If Mr. Saluja has filed it.
They have filed it under 482, my lords.
Where do we find it from?
Very fine. Yes.
A first page of the application, my lords. DB criminal miscellaneous petition under section 482 for permitting the applicant appellant for in custody heart treatment at Madhav Bagh Multidisciplinary Cardiac Care Clinic and Hospital, Maharashtra. First page, my lords.
Well, we don't find it. Which first page?
Of the application, my lords. This application from where it starts. It is the application for which on which today it is listed.
Can you show us on your screen? Can you share the screen? We don't have this page as well.
Lord, the difficulty is you go page. It is how can we show this on the screen?
Is anybody from your client's behalf is there who can show us? Because in our paper it's not there.
Yes, it is.
There is somebody, my lords.
There you go. What you are seeing and what you have filed, absolutely different.
The one which I am reading out is not there, my lords.
Absolutely not.
Because your lordship may adjourn it, I will set the office straight.
It is with us, nor it is with public prosecutor.
Lords, I am not there now. The difficulty is
What you have been briefed is not the record which has been filed in the court.
Are you arguing the applicant of the same petitioner, Asaram?
Ji, hukum.
Ere Rasulal?
Ji.
So what is the mess created here by you?
Lords, I am so sorry for
You
it.
got the matter urgently listed, you got the division bench prepared, made, constituted.
My lords, I have no idea what these people
You have
have
no idea, even we don't have any idea how the matter is being proceeded with.
My apology, your lordship may have it after a week. We'll come back with proper application and we'll look into the paper book of the office and the court, my lords.
Mr. Bajwa, at least, can a counsel file this?
The counsel is not
He can't get invasive treatment.
My lords, Saluja,
Just 1,000 pages. We are sorry. 2,000 pages. 3,000 pages.
I am so sorry, my lords. My
So we write or what? We dismiss it.
lords, your lordship may give me a week's time. We'll get back with a proper
How do we
assistance.
decide this application? Where is the applicant? Where is the caption?
Mr. Saluja, who's the advocate record, is not there because of some call of the
What you have been supplied with the paper book is not unfortunately the paper book of the court.
Drawn by Rajesh Inamdar, advocate, Shashank Anand, advocate, Arslan Muin, advocate. That is why it is better to withdraw it. We are dismissing it with heavy cost. What you are referring to is not there.
My lords, lordship may have it after a week with my deep apologies, my lords. That we are hamstrung because the difficulty is if I was physically in court and Mr. Saluja was there.
Mister, you are somebody must be there. There at least I can see at least 20 people. Is anybody in position to tell us?
Mr. Arjun, bolo.
It's surprising, Mr. Bajwa.
You come. I'm so sorry, because the problem is that I am doing it on VC. Had I been there, if somebody would have been assisted, because advocate record, I was informed, they have given me this paper.
This is Mr. Application number 2 of 2024. Mr. Bajwal, senior counsel, submitted that the applicant be sent to Madhav Bagh Hospital, Kopli, Maharashtra, under police custody. Post op. The contentions and the submissions he made from an application were said to have been filed under section 482 of CRPC for but in perusal of the record, we find that the application which has been filed, being IA number 2 of 2024, is neither captioned as an application under section 482 of CRPC, nor has the same been drawn by Mr. R.S. Saluja as claimed. Also, as a matter of fact, under application drawn by counsel, page 12 se naam likh dena, so and so has been filed, and it does not contain any caption. Most of the application being misconceived is hereby dismissed. The applicant shall be free to move fresh application in accordance with law.
Deeply obliged. Deeply obliged. My apologies for the inconvenience, my lord. I am also looking like a Charlie.
There is a battery of lawyers, there are a battery of people. Nobody even looks at what is the application which has been filed.
I understand, my lord. Deep apologies.
Surprising. खाली कोई क्रिएट कर दिया, सब ये हो गया वो हो गया, यहाँ से
मुझे इतनी बड़ी एप्लीकेशन दे दी और मुझे कह दिया ये सब तैयार करके फाइल कर दिया।
आप देखिए, आप इसका फर्स्ट पेज देखिए क्या है।
अब आपको जो हमारा फर्स्ट पेज है वो मंगा करके देखिए।
देखता हूँ कि मैं पता नहीं क्या किया है। I don't know what they are up to. I am sorry for.
We don't know what they are up to.
I am also being their counsel. I don't know what they are up to, lords.
Nobody knows who is up to. Nobody knows.
Deeply.
The man is languishing in jail. Nobody is prepared to argue the appeal.
This is the first thing I told them, that why don't you do the appeal? Why are you wasting time? 11 years.
They are not interested. They are not at all interested. We are so sorry to say.
Absolutely, my lords. Your lordships are right. Deep apologies for whatever has happened.
तो देखा आपने कि किस तरह गद्दार लीगल टीम पिछले 11 साल से अधिक से साधकों को भ्रमित करती आ रही है। ये नीच गद्दार पूज्य गुरुदेव का अधिक से अधिक समय